Okay. So we had a few ideas to try to make this thing look a little bit better. Not sure how well this thing's going to actually scuff up or anything. We're not looking for perfection or anything, so we're just going to give it a quick. I'm not even worried about the sticker. Let's be honest. It's not that great. I should wax and grease remover everything. So what are we going to do? How are we going to make that piece of crap look better? Cheaply look better. Rattle, rattle, rattle. I've been shaking this stuff up for a while inside, but it's just some truck bedline coating. Curious how it's going to look on these plastics. Let's see what it does. We'll do one light coat first so we can try to get something to stick to. It doesn't say you have to give it a tack coat, but isn't that like the rule of painting? Trust me, it's been shook up forever. To clear spray head for future use, a clog developed, turn spray head quarter turn to remove and clean spray head. Do not stick pin or other object, yada yada yada. It shouldn't have been clogged. Oh wow. So what I'm learning here is don't turn the can sideways and you'll be good. Good enough for that. I'm aware I should be washing it, but let's be honest, it doesn't really matter a whole lot with how bad this thing looks. Trust me, it doesn't look that good in person. It looks even worse in person than it does on camera. This just helps the paint stick a little bit better. Scratching it up. Ooh, hand grease. Do I have any tape? I at least wanted to half tape up the emblem there. As I said, we bought 2 cans of the Spray Bomb spray bed liner, and we have a can of silver to do the wheels. See how that turns out. For the most part, come on now. Luckily, it's already pretty gouged up and scratched, so I wish this was a wide shot can. Had just enough to pretty much finish this one up. I'll let this one continue to dry out here. Let's go check on the other ones. I mean, I ain't unhappy with that. I think that'll look great. She's still drying up though. It's gonna look weird if we don't paint this with the rest of it. Supposed to be putting the carburetors back on. Carburetor screws to bracket. Now that's in. I think fuel tank can go on. I feel like those brackets are backwards. But we're gonna need to start putting this front end back together. There we go. Still looks better. I want to do some work on the front still.
Ta-da!
Hopefully I didn't scratch it up too bad. Can't tell me it doesn't look better. I mean, I know it's not perfect, but
It feels weird, but it makes sense for a four-wheeler.
well, like, then you got this guy up here that brings some stuff together. Backing it up a smidge so I can work on that grill. It's one of those things you don't necessarily want it to be perfect. It's too old to be perfect. If you made it perfect, that's a restoration. These things aren't worth restoring. I mean, it looks better than what it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not great, but I also...
Oil!
Yeah, it's dark in this thing too.
Damn.
I think it has, like, according to the odometer, I think it says it has like 6,000 miles on it, but the motor don't look like it. Unless it's 500 and something. I just can't tell because there's a little piece of trash in the odometer.
Gotcha.
So it's either 500 and something or 5,000 and something. Looking at it makes me want to say 5,000, but looking inside the motor makes me want to say 500.
Might have a point something.
Well, it's not coming out or going in. So
Fun. But how does having extra aluminum help that?
because aluminum is good for thermal dissipation, and the bigger the aluminum, it's like having a heat sink on your computer. It helps keep it cool. The bigger it is, the more it can cool because it has more surface area to dissipate into. That's what this whole thing's about, though. Making it look just a little bit better everywhere. There we go. It's like a legit paint rack.
Yeah.
That might have been a great accidental obtainee. Can I rip that off? That was easier. The box is okay. In here-ish. Okay, that goes in here. Cool. I lost both those clamps now. No, I didn't. Found it. Just kidding. Do. Cool. That's about what I expected this to do to me, isn't it? Be inconvenient as possible. Let's see if we can get an air filter in this thing. Get rid of the old Roach Motel. Anybody home?
Oh.
I was seeing if anybody was home. There once was. Whenever we first brought it home, there was a couple roaches chilling out in there.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
I also don't think it's our last freeze of the year either.
No shit, love.
We only have a couple weeks
Oh
left.
shit. You're right. I thought we had like a whole other month.
No, love.
I realize that now. Hey, brand new air filter. And slide you over here. Hell of an angle, but I think I got it started. Somehow it's going in too. Oh, I have to hook up two hoses still to that air box. Cool. I didn't think I was actually going to get that last one in, but I did. Then I got this hose, hooks up to here. I should probably add oil into it before I forget how much, or forget to add oil to it.
I'll go look to see if we have them.
Oh, we do. I was going to say, do you know how, can you look up how much?
Yeah.
Valvoline! Sponsor me, please.
Right?
Oil's expensive. Which we got this round ATV 4-stroke motorcycle oil. Actually, I want to make sure she builds oil pressure because she is dry sump, and the only way I know to do that on this one is to pull the spark plug wire off. Which kind of sucks because it's not easy to get to. But I want to make sure the oil pumps into said engine before it starts. You ever been shocked by one?
No, I can't say I have.
This thing runs too good.
Yeah.
But I'm looking for the 2-pin that plugs in there. I think I was wrong anyway. I think it was a 3-pin. It didn't look like a 3-pin. Because I had to figure out all the wiring on these guys. I should have not taken them out the way I did, but they were so stuck.
Yeah.
Does she light up? So now I don't have my dash again. Oh no. Oh no. We got issues. We need a caliper. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Awesome, awesome sauce. I don't want to spin either if you look like that. Shoot. I can save this side. come over here. I should show brakes. Let's take a look. Because this is the side that was leaking. As you can see, it's missing some stuff. A lot of stuff. Oh, and if you look back in there, where you at? There you are. You can see the piston caliper down there. But there is nothing for that caliper. Can I get one for 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80? I don't know. It's a little here, a little there, a little here, a little there. It all adds up though. It's a lot of money. It's all right. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. All right, coming back here. There's the CV axle boot we got to do. Dun, 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 dun. Because then I got to do the headlight. So that is a 1-inch ignition right there. A 1-inch socket will fit right on over that. Now that we got that loaded, now we got our headlight. This has got to go under all of this. It's probably too big. I don't like my feet some days. They get in the way. For anybody who didn't know, bolts are better than screws anyway. Put the factory looking stuff where it's in the face. And I do have lock washers. And I am using them. My kid's being a teenager. And I don't like it. I'm just tired of unplugging the switch. Now I shouldn't have to. The key should be able to stay in it. Shouldn't lose nothing. And it should just be, don't hop on. Oh. Seems like it shifted. Because I know all of this stuff goes up here. All of it. Absolutely every little last bit of it. And then the headlight goes in here. Just kind of a booger. Not horrible though. And then headlight. Have to go back and watch my video later. All this stuff. Just more curious if the headlight worked. It's plugged in. I think it's a high beam, so. Hey! Cool, it just doesn't run without it running. I'm okay with that. This mess is unruly. Just go like this, and like this, and then hopefully once again start her up.